Yeah, so I'm just getting closer and closer to just trying to hint out like my life story. I'm trying to get more, just be more honest and just mention more shit, man. That's what music's about. Like all my favorites talked exactly about their situations. And vibing.
No bitch ass bitches, bro.
No hoe ass.
None of that, bro. None of that
bitches.
Here. Bitch ass bitches.
Respectful women only.
Always 100.
So how do I do this fucking thing?
Bro, you're just born with it.
Very carefully.
Yeah. One of those.
I don't know how to use these gadgets.
So you just no. It's already kind of be like
like that already.
Put it down and just put your phone on it. Hey, mine sounds a little echoey. Bam, bam. Paloma, what's going on, bro? Ooh, ooh.
All right, guys. We're gonna get ready. Okay, we're gonna go. You guys all set? Everyone sounds good?
Yeah, I'm good here.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna put this down real quick. All right, guys. So let's start it off in 5, 4, 3, 2.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Energy Podcast. I am Brian Landeros, your host, and today's a very special episode. As of September 25th, my boy, my brother, SebbyOg, dropped his debut album, Jimmy Panthers, and just from listening to every song, you know, having the album come together, you know, listening at different times, Sebby's like, yo, check this song out, yo, listen to this, how does this sound? Mm-hmm. Every single song has a story. Every single song has a true meaning to it. And now that it's actually manifested in real life, dude, I'm excited to fucking just put it on replay. My bro, what's going on?
What's happening, bro? What's happening? It's your boy, man.
Yeah,
SebbyOg.
Jimmy Panthers.
Just dropped that new shit, man. I've been working on it for the past, I would say, year's time. I could date it back to last summer, to when I really started collecting my favorite records and putting them in that folder to eventually, you know what I'm saying, compile my whole album and just picking all my favorite records. Yeah.
So, all right, I gotta start off, bro. Like, in true honesty, how long did it take for you to actually put this whole album together? Like, no cap.
Until
what's going on, Will?
Like I said, probably a years back is when I knew I wanted to record an album.
Right.
Didn't know how to start. Didn't know how to.
That's how it all starts.
Didn't know how to go about.
You just have an idea.
Yeah, I just started from scratch and started picking my favorite beats and records, and then the ones that really stuck that I could bump like 100 times back and forth. Like, just keep going with it. Those are the ones that I ultimately chose to be on my album, and I recorded up to like 3 weeks ago for this shit. So
so it's all freshly
dated back to last summer, and about 3 weeks ago, even 2 months ago is when we stopped working on it and actually, all right, let's upload it. Let's fucking do all the distribution and shit like that.
You said you started last summer?
Yeah, last summer is when I started.
But when did the idea come about?
When did the Jimmy Panthers name come, or the idea to do an album?
The idea to do an album.
Yeah, about a year ago. About a year ago. Or like or longer than that, but when I got the full, like, you know, what am I going to do? Because you have to have a concept going into it, definitely. At least a little bit of an idea. I knew I wanted to do a project. I've always wanted to do a project, but that was like when it set it off, like, okay, this is what it's going to be. This is the vibe I'm going to choose. This is kind of like the diverse beats I'm going to choose for all this, and it just came natural. It came organic.
So I see you're wearing a pink shirt, bro. And, you know, pink goes with Panther, Pink Panther, Jimmy P. Yeah. Yo, where did Jimmy Panthers come from? Like, what was the idea and the whole, like, story behind how that started? Bro, like, we got to get into that.
So it's a lot of shit. It's a lot of shit. So
we got a lot of time.
So my dad is pretty, he's inspirational behind all this shit. So
yeah, definitely.
He told me a story. He told me a lot of stories about his, you know, his come up and shit like that. So his name, they used to call him that. They used to call him like Jimmy, Jimmy, yeah. And that's basically where I got it from. He told me the story. I used to, basically when I was young, I used to find a lot of interesting stuff in my dad's house when I was a kid. And just one day, just wandering around. Yeah, I used to find a lot of shit. Yeah. Just a lot of fly shit for the most part. Right. So one day I found this pistol that had like a panther on the side of it.
Right.
And I asked him about that, And he told me about it. He's like, well, you know, they used to call me Pantera, and they, you know, it was a gift or whatever.
Y la Pantera.
Long story short, yeah. And then when he told me that story, I was like, I flipped it into my own shit. I was like,
yeah,
Jimmy Panthers. Like, I said it in English. I was like, Jimmy Panthers. That sounds like a. Not only does that sound like a WWE like wrestler, that sounds like a superhero.
It sounds like a brand to me, bro.
And it sounds, you know, well, to me, it's like my Tommy Hilfiger.
Yeah.
That's what I want it to be. And I call my album that just because I have a lot of, it's pretty historic, and I'm just trying to tell my first chapter of the story with this whole shit, you know what I mean? So
yeah. So,
that's the beginning of that.
No, and that's like, you know, once you put that emotion behind something, I was actually just talking about this today on the live, it's just like, it becomes more meaningful to you than you ever think once they're an emotion backing up an idea.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So it's a lot of history involved. It's a lot of emotions involved. It's a lot of fun times involved. Like, I'm just talking about just being a young man and trying to figure shit out.
Yeah.
And like, you know, just taking my history and flipping that into my own thing. And
your story.
Exactly. So that's, like I said, it's the first chapter of my story, Jimmy Panthers.
So, you know, like this being, like you said, your starting point, along the ways of you starting this this project, how much did it change?
How much did the project change?
Yeah.
It changed a lot. Cause I had hella beats in a folder. Like,
yeah, this is gonna be it.
Yeah. And some of them I was like certain on, like, yo, this is for sure going on. This isn't, like, whatever. But a lot of those beats, I'm still like trying to make some shit out of. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because
but
you could still salvage those and use those for later.
Right. And some didn't make it. Some did. It just came together how it did. At the end of the day, like, I added a record last minute. Just cause, and like, you know,
because it's your record and you could do whatever the fuck you
exactly.
want.
So I mean, yeah, it was a combination of a lot of things. I wanted to make it diverse to where everybody could have their own favorite song.
Yeah.
And since I dropped today, a lot of people were sending me shit like, this is my favorite song, this is my favorite, and everybody's got their own favorite. So I pride myself on making like the most diverse shit that I can, so that different crowds can gravitate to different segments of my project. So.
No, right, definitely. And that's
I feel like there's been a lot of support that's been going on today, especially on Instagram, social media.
Yeah, most definitely.
How overwhelming has that been for you?
I wouldn't call it overwhelming. I would just say, like, I kind of expected it a little bit, but the overwhelming part is like people that I usually don't talk to or don't have a direct relationship with.
And it feels good because, you know, they're watching you from afar.
Yeah, and they just send a super kind message like, yo,
always.
Yeah, they send a super good message, and I'm just like, well, thank you. Like, I really appreciate that.
Kind of motivates you to keep going at it.
Exactly,
right?
bro, because a lot of people, I mean, they're posting it, they're messaging me. It's like, it's super dope.
Yo, so you said that a lot of people are giving you like different songs that were their favorite.
Right.
What would you say the message behind your album and what you're trying to portray really is? You know?
I think I'm just trying to portray myself as best as I can. Like, I'm just trying to put my own sound and show what I could do in different ways. Put that all into one. Because I'm multiverse, like we talked about. So
we're chameleons.
Right. I think I can mesh with a lot of crowds. So I think
it's a gift.
That was that was prideful for me. Like, I want to be good at everything that I try. So I think it was just like those all-star songs of each vibe. Does that make sense? That I chose.
Like all your vibes, who you are, like, are coming out.
Yeah, like,
show play,
and I still haven't shown fully, you know, genre-wise what I could do. So, I mean, this is only the first installment to my musical
career.
Yeah, like to my musical outlet, whatever. And yeah.
So one thing you did do that I noticed, and I'm no music genius.
Right.
You played around a lot with your voice and different types of styles, you know?
Yeah.
How did you feel about that? And like,
does that kind of show a little bit of like your vulnerability? Were you a little bit more vulnerable with this record for you, I guess? Yeah.
I showed, I mean, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a little bit more open as far as just like talking about life situations. So some songs I'm like singing soft.
Yeah.
Some shit I'm just rapping with my normal voice with like, you know, auto-tune or anything like that. And then some I'm just like,
just having fun
just
with
having
it.
super fun, because I mean,
you could tell.
We have a lot.
Like you said, it goes back to like every song has a different mood, and you got to put a different emotion into it.
Exactly.
So that's like the mindset you got to get yourself.
Yeah,
into.
when I made each record, I was like, that's the mood that I was in. You feel me? Like, whether it's those real deep ones or those fun ones, the fucking just chill ass like night ride smoking to them, all that shit. Like, that's my mood. when I make those. So I mean, I can channel that now that it's out and people can fucking select it.
I bet some of those songs are kind of hard for you to do live, right? If someone asked you at a live show, you'd be like, "Oh man, let's see if my voice could do it," right?
No, I could do it.
You
I
do
could
it?
do it.
He
Yeah.
said, "Nah, bro, I'm on spot. Don't try me." All right, hey, drop the beat. Let's do it right now.
Nah, I could do it. I could do it. I'm not scared of that at all. Like,
Hell no, bro. That's when you gotta
I know my
shine, bro.
shit.
This is your spotlight, bro. Like this is what I've been told
I know
to
my
do.
shit like too well. I mean, I've heard it 100,000 times, and I know exactly how to fucking So
He's like, I know me, bro. Don't try me.
I'm not singing like goddamn like Trey songs or anything. So
But if you ask, you know you're gonna get down.
yeah, man. So
Hey, so when you embark on a journey, bro, the road is not always smooth, you know?
Nah.
You know, it never
Not
is.
at
So
all.
what obstacles did you come about and, you know, how did you overcome them, you know, with this project?
shit. I mean, my main focus was to put out the best quality shit I could put out. So it was a lot of trial and error, like as far as the mixing and mastering went, because we're always trying to do it at home. Like we take pride in recording ourselves at the house, like me and Sauce
in-house,
and just the homies that help me out. And with that comes like, you know, a little bit more work, you know what I'm saying? So you got to find out. And with Brady, I mean, we were able to find somebody that he's connected with, this girl named Emily.
Right. I remember you mentioned
She's
her.
up there. She's in LA. She works for some companies up there. And
Shout out Emily.
Yeah, Brady mixed my shit.
Shout out Brady.
We were going back and forth forever. Like, you know what I mean? Some of the shits I was like, damn, like.
Because I feel like you said it's a trial and error, so you got to like really master and like get accustomed to like, this is the sound that I like. Yo, switch this around.
Right,
you know,
right. And this is my first time making a solo album. So, you know, it was a journey. Like I had to learn on my own. It's like anything.
So what would you say you learned from it?
Shit, just how to make a great album, I think, and how to structure it.
It's definitely a great album. Jimmy Panthers out now. Go check it out if you're not snacking.
Out right now. Go check
out
that
right
out.
now. Spotify, iTunes, baby. You know what to do.
But I think it taught me how to make a well-rounded project.
Yeah.
How to get the mix right. How, you know, where to put what, who to send it to. Because, I mean, you know, I got a couple people in-house that I work with all the time.
Right. You got the plugs?
Yeah, anywhere from Sausalini to Will B to even the homie Ortega helped me record this shit.
Shouts out, yeah.
I could keep going. You know, it's just it was all pretty organic. And a lot of these songs were made on the spot and just stuck, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So I'm going to rebuttal that question and ask you, what did you learn about yourself, bro, making this album?
Just some resiliency, I think, and not like giving up, you know what I mean? Because at the time, sometimes I'm like, damn, like I could put out 8 songs and just call it that.
Yeah.
I could put out 7 songs and just
call it that.
My best songs and shit. But I took pride in like, you know, wanting to put out a full album, like a LP, my first LP.
Yeah.
So I was just fighting to get those songs sounding right and just picking my favorite records to put on it. You know what I mean?
Would you say you had to go in a lot on yourself and kind of like get to re-know yourself to actually be able to put out those emotions on certain songs?
Yeah, a little bit. Like I said, I'm starting to hint it out there. Like sometimes I get like deep. Sometimes I talk about a girl. Sometimes I'm talking about love. Sometimes I'm talking about what we're doing on a Saturday.
Yeah. It's just basically an expression of your life, bro.
It's just just me channeling my memories and like my times that I've had and spent.
We like to call that your energy.
Exactly. So I'm pretty proud of it, you know.
No, yeah. So I mean, my favorite song, bro, like honestly, since the first day you showed me, like no doubt, I even told you this, like sex is a weapon, no doubt, bro. Like
the first song.
You go in on it, you drop your emotion, you open up yourself to let people know who you are and what you've been through, and it tells a story of where Sebastian's origins are from.
Yeah.
You know, what made you want to start with that song, bro?
I think just for what you explained is like it's one of my more heartfelt songs.
Yeah.
And if I can compare it to something, Mac Miller's album, his first song on that was Come Down to Earth or that one. And when I first heard that, it really got me. It really got to me. And Mac's just a legend, and he's a big influence. So
there was a lot of stuff where I saw that.
Yeah, so I wanted to start off my album like, you know, strong in that sense, not like with a super banger, but a more about me record and a more feel, you know.
Of course.
Just to capture like I don't know, more of a like sentimental like value vibe, I guess.
Mm-hmm. And you definitely put that emotion into it to get
and I'm talking about a lot of personal shit.
Yep.
But meshing it with also like a soothing vibe that you could play.
There's definitely a vibe to it. That's one thing I asked Brian, like, at the beginning. I was like, why did he start with that song specifically?
That was the first question he asked,
yeah.
Why? Because I know when, speaking to artists as well, as like, that first song is usually the make it or break it for them. They don't know which one to choose. How long did it take? Once you got that song, was that automatic? Was
that always the intro, you think?
Yeah.
Or is that what you're asking?
Was that going to be your first
right
song?
off the bat, you knew that was it?
Yeah, because to me, that sounds like an outro. Yeah. More like, it sounds like
it kind of like brings everything together,
Yeah, but I always had this gut feeling like I need to put that first just because
it's I honestly like
it's my favorite song, and I wanted to, like, coming back to the Mac Miller shit, like he started off with such a super like heartfelt thing. I think
like you almost wouldn't expect that, but it just hits perfect.
Yeah, it's just, and it's up to you. It's like up to the artist whether and I wanted to make it like a little roller coaster. So start off deep. Get into more of a fun vibe after that, and just start, coming up and down with it. Yeah.
So before I don't know. So I gotta ask. So there's a lyric that like hits me, and I'm just like, this shit, like I told you, either makes me tear up or like gets me all tingly inside, in a good way, in a positive way, because that's all energy, right?
It gets to you. Yeah.
Yeah. You say, "Ain't been right with myself." What does that mean?
Ain't been right with myself. Yeah.
Too prideful for help.
Yeah. I mean,
so you know what I mean. A lot of people, and this whole podcast is to give people value and help them, like, find their energy. Like, how did you get right with yourself when you were saying this?
At the time, because I recorded that song a while ago. So I mean, I kind of felt like, damn, like before I made that song, I was like, damn, I gotta get right, like on my music shit. I gotta get more on my shit. Like, that was a pivotal time. Like, you turn 22, 23.
You start really evaluating your life.
You start really evaluating where you want to go, where you want to move. And that was one of those times, like, should I really do this music shit? Or is it just, like, something, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Bro, for me, like, sometimes, like, it's crazy. And I don't know if you could relate. Like, sometimes the moments where I start doubting is the moment where I need to reassure myself and get going again, which is that moment where it's going to be a come up or like another level up, Yeah,
so I made those songs. I made a couple songs that are on the album around that time, and that really kept me in the ball game because I knew, I always knew that I could do it. You know what I mean? I always knew that I could
do what?
It's just keep going and make good records and just with patience and hard work. And when I was making them, I was just like, fuck it, I just got to keep pressing the issue on myself to keep making these records. And over time, they came together, and now we're fucking here, right here.
Jimmy P, it's now fucking manifested in real life, bro.
Yeah, so, I mean, to come back to the sex as a weapon question, I wasn't like fully right with myself at the time.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all still trying to get right with ourselves. You know what I mean?
Game. You're just trying to figure yourself out.
Yeah, so I mean, I feel a lot better now. I've came a long way. I've overcame a lot of shit.
All of us, bro.
Yeah, we've all overcame a lot of shit, and yeah, that's just what it is. Like, I'm at the moment now where I can fucking breathe and like weight off my shoulders, and I'm having fun now and shit.
Yeah, now you gotta like reap your rewards of what you sowed, bro.
Right, just hard work.
And I'm gonna take us back, bro. I remember when we used to be kids and we just used to always hotbox either Christian's car or one of the boys' car, just on some like hooligan ruckus shit, bro.
Yeah, we'd be hotboxing the whip anywhere and driving.
Christian for us was like our brother. He's still here with us every day, no doubt.
Yeah, we feel him 100%.
Always 100%, bro. When he's with us, he's right here with us, always guiding us. Christian was a big influence to all of us.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, he was.
And for you to finally bring out your project after what Christian meant to us and what he told you before he passed away, like what are your thoughts on that, bro? Like, cause I'm like every day, bro, I'm just like, God damn, bro, if you were here, like.
He would have been amazed.
Like, he would have been like, yo, bro, all of us here, look at us all growing, bro.
Yeah, who know? Yeah,
I mean, he's still looking at us, but
he knows what's going on.
Right here with us, yes, sabes.
But yeah, I mean, like, I always come back to that. He was one of the first people that like pressed the issue on myself. Like, when I didn't even want to make music, he was like, you should do it. You should do it.
He always saw the good in everybody, bro.
Yeah, he kept like insisting, and he was always like, I'm gonna buy you a mic, I'm gonna buy you this, I'm gonna invest
in you, like, this is it, we're in the studio.
And me, I'm like, all right, I'm like, whatever, dude, like, I'll make some shit, I guess, like,
sure.
Yeah, it was more like put upon me rather than me, like,
yeah,
like.
But it's funny, I feel like a lot of times a lot of people from the outside see your true potential before you're able to see,
and then they just press it on you,
and then you kind of like stumble upon, you're like, you know what? Well, maybe I'm pretty good at this.
Yeah,
you know? Like,
yeah.
hey, maybe I should give this a try.
I always
you know?
knew I was pretty good. I didn't know I was like.
But once you catch that confidence, and you find the energy, bro. You're just like
that makes me laugh. That makes me laugh, especially with Sebby being our first guest ever on the Energy.
Yeah,
man.
We had boxes set up.
Bro,
we got a whole production in this bitch now.
We have a whole production now. We had everything.
And now that he comes and you see all this, you're just like, whoa. Okay.
So now it all comes full circle.
It's like, that's actually like, one of the things I was talking to one of my buddies the other day is just like, like all my niggas are moving in their lane. Like everybody's going in their lane and everybody's pursuing what they really want to do.
Yeah.
And I'm like, like, it's almost like so fucking cool to be part of this like group right now because it's like everybody's moving and we're not just all stagnant and like saying like, what am I gonna do with my life? All of us have a sense of direction and we know where we're trying to go.
100.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And the one thing that I always bring to our group is that we always ground ourselves no matter what. You know what I mean? Like even if like one of us is deviating from the route, one of us is always gonna speak out and be like, yo, hey.
Yeah, we got to check each other no matter what.
And we had that conversation not too long ago. And, bro, you told me focus.
Yeah, get focused.
And that's been in my head ever since. And you know what? It's true, bro. Like sometimes you got to hear it yourself because if not, then who else is going to tell you, you know?
Yeah, I think that's one thing why we have a special group of friends is because definitely. A lot of us won't let us derail off the path that we're on or just even slack. Like a lot of we're just too on our asses about shit.
I feel like we all understand what we're trying to do so much that we don't want to let each other fucking deviate from that because we know how much it means to us.
Yeah, so I mean, and we're all in it together at the end of the day. So
definitely.
We're just pushing each other ultimately to just get the ultimate bag and keep it pushing.
Combine all bags to get the ultimate bag.
Yeah, we're trying to combine them all. Bro. So, I mean...
One bag to rule them all.
That's just what we're on, man. Friends are like family now, you know what I mean? We're all brothers.
You gotta be blood, bro.
Going back to the album, we actually have a question from somebody listening on IG Live.
Yeah, let's do it.
Do you want to ask it?
The question is, what is his favorite sample from the album, and what about it was so special to use?
My favorite sample on the album...
I noticed there was...
I'll probably have to say, shit. I'm gonna have to go with Touchdown Dance.
Oh, hey, I was thinking that. Not gonna lie. I was like, touchdown dance.
To be honest, I don't really know what the sample is. I just heard the beat, and this is a producer that I fuck with. His name is Black Cat, and he's somebody I'm in contact with, and that dude has just some fire shit on that kind of genre of stuff, and I really fuck with that kind of like funk. It's kind of older, it's kind of old school, but I'm trying to provide my own flavor to it.
It is.
And bring a new style.
There's something I also noticed from the whole thing. I told Brian, there's kind of like a Chicano vibe to it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you feel it or not, but there's kind of like that.
You're doing a carne asada or something.
Yeah,
it's something about it. There was just so much
I would
flavor.
call it, I would call it like, I wouldn't necessarily call it Chicano, but I would call it like just some new age Latino shit.
I see what you mean.
Yeah, because
like
Chicano's like a certain thing, and I love.
Yeah.
I mean, I love all the Latino shit coming out. I think my shit's just different in a sense to where it's like it's progressive.
The thing is, there's so many different things to it that I just like, whoa, like this is unique, and it's something very unique, and I feel like it's something that should be played all around so that people can hear it as well. You know, that's why I promote.
Yeah, and like we said before, different people are gravitating towards like different shit. So I'm really happy about the results. Now I'm enjoying it. I'm gonna push it for the rest of the year.
Definitely.
Yeah. We're gonna bring in different just merch, little things that's coming out and shit. So
we gotta link up on so my birthday's coming up. We gotta link up on a little event, bro.
Let's
go.
Let's
go.
Which song was it that you heard and you were like Maluma, or you said something like you're like reggaeton? You're like, hey.
Show off. Yeah. So you better do. So now that the fucking vibe is all like Latinx, and a lot of people,
bit there,
a little bit. I mean, there's some, and then there's obviously.
But like,
I had to put it on there though.
Yeah.
You have to.
Is that something that you're gonna dabble in? Like,
yeah,
is that
for sure.
You're gonna get into and
for sure. Yeah, man, I want to make multiple records like that. I wouldn't say that that's gonna be my main thing, but I might come out with an EP that's all reggaeton and like tropical shit.
Bro, you should, bro. That shit hot.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill the game in a lot of ways. Exactly. So I mean, I wanna kill the game in a couple ways in like a different genre different shit like that. I want to.
You
get
gotta
into
try
it.
different things, bro. Earlier you were talking that someone, I don't know who approached you, but said, "Hey, yo, I got a Blink 182 band. Y'all trying to rock?"
Now, one of the homies, he has a band, and he wants to play a few records live, and I think that'd be super dope.
Hey, that'd be dope, bro.
I've always wanted to play with a band. I've always told like my close homies that I want to rock out with a band one day on a bigger stage and just.
Cause you're a fucking rock star.
I mean, all my favorite shit I've ever seen live has involved a band, so it's always been an inspiration for me. And I definitely want to rock out with a band, like some super talented.
Yeah, definitely. That's always fun.
People like that, yeah.
So, I mean, you've been collaborating with Rossi, bro, and it's like, honestly, like your guys' sounds like a motherfucking peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Yeah,
just
bro.
Goes.
We go together pretty well.
How is it working with them opposed to working with anybody else, and how does your chemistry work in your guys' favor?
Who is our next guest on the episode?
Who is our next episode? Monday. Shout out
to Rossi. He's like an older brother to me in a way. He shows me the game in a lot of ways that, you know, I don't have to experience, you know, or go through, because he tells me like move this way, move that way, and I think he just does it out of just being a bro to me. Like it's out of generosity, and it's just like that's just his character. He wants all the little homies to win.
I just feel like once you're like, you see everybody and you want your whole squad to do good, bro, like it just puts that good energy around you. Like, and he's genuine about it. So I mean, working with him is easy, bro, because every time I've done a song with him, it's been so quick. Like we just fucking. It just almost instantly sounds good. You guys just like meshed.
Yeah,
listening to you guys, and I was telling Brian as well. Listening to you guys together, it just seems how comfortable you are with each other, and it's one of those things you just like. Oh, there's something. Yeah,
it's just
there.
a homie, bro. We just hang out, talk shit, like just have fun. And when it comes down to business and making music, it's super organic, and it always comes easy because, like I said, we mesh good, like you said. You know what I mean?
The vibe's good.
Yeah, we mesh well, and it's Suave City shit.
Yeah. So, hey, I gotta ask you a real question right here. What's your budget, bro?
33.3 million vibes.
Ooh, yeah, we could work for sure, bro.
Yo,
that's funny, bro.
Leave me hanging.
I got you.
Getting off.
Hey, cut that.
You want to get off the live right now and then have them listen to everything else?
Yeah, hey guys, we're about to get off the live. Thank you for everybody that was tuning in. You know,
shout out to all the people, man.
Shout out to
Jimmy
everybody.
Panthers
Shout out
out
to
right
everybody.
now.
Jimmy Panthers
Go get
out
that.
now everywhere.
We still got a lot more to talk about. We still got a lot more to talk about.
Yeah, so if you're gonna listen to the last, make sure you tune in. Coming out.
Tune in.
Later.
That's always fun. All right, now we can talk about some real shit.
All right, let's get into it.
Fuck everybody that was on the live. Honestly, so fucking annoying, dog.
Bro, you're still like.
No, man. I mean, I love everybody. No. But yeah, I mean, it's just crazy how your guys' voice just comes together, like, and it sounds like fucking amazing. Like,
yeah. Talk
a little bit about Splash Bros, bro, and how that's come about.
Splash Bros. It's a 95 Until production. The homie Brady. He mixed my whole album.
Yeah.
He mixed
Shouts
the whole
Brady.
thing. I sent him all the stems for every record, and he worked just as hard as me on it. And Splash Bros was a record I featured Rossi on. I was gonna do, you know, my own shit on that, but I just felt like this was the next one as far as like a me and Rossi hit, you know what I mean?
I feel like there's for sure a Rossi Sebby EP or album in the works, right?
Yeah, we've talked about it a lot. We kind of have a name for it yet.
Nice.
I won't say it, but we have a name. We got a couple of records that are just brewing.
Energy.
everybody's
Jimmy G.
Everybody's promoting their own shit right now, trying to just take it to the next level.
Yeah,
but
and I feel like that's how it's how to be. Like, you know, everybody got to go and put their work in, and then later meet right back up.
It'll come when the
idea is there. It's instilled.
We got records already, definitely in the stash.
Ah, shit, my bad.
Yeah.
Pa' que sepas, cabrón.
Hey, pa' que sepas.
Ahí los echamos, güey.
Nos echamos.
So moving on to fucking 90s.
1995. 90s baby.
90s baby. I know. We get it. 1995.
Yeah.
So you say that. Shouts out to Rosarito, bro. What does Rosarito mean for you? And
well, yeah, I grew up there. My grandparents lived there since before I was born. Even leading back to when my mom was kind of in her late teenage years and like, you know, in her early 20s. So that it means a lot. They have a house right there on the beach, and I pretty much grew up there. Like I spent most of my time there because my mom was always working, and until we moved over here, when I was about, I don't know, maybe 5, kindergarten time.
Yeah.
We moved here, and I still went to visit all the time because my grandparents mean a lot. My grandpa Joe, he helped raise me, so
Right.
that's it's just a sentimental place to me. Like, it's a really important place because that's where, I mean, I did a lot of young shit, you feel me? And I know the area pretty well, so
yeah, there was a couple, I think, 3 or 4 shout outs to Rosarito.
Yeah, I was telling Javi last night that
shouts out Rosarito.
I didn't even
Papas
notice.
and beer.
I didn't even notice until afterward,
Perrones.
until I heard it like full spin on Spotify. I'm like, damn, I'm shouting this place a lot.
Yeah, and that's where I was curious, like, what does
So is there
Rosarito
a
mean to you? But
Papas and beer collab?
It's just where I spent my early life,
Okay.
bro. Up until
See,
I was
I didn't know
about
that.
like, up until I was maybe like 13, 14.
That's cool.
My grandpa's a huge role model to me, and so is my grandma. So, I mean, I spent a lot of time out there. They would always take care of me, and I would go down to the beach and surf and just hang out, you know what I mean? Just do young man shit out there, so.
Let's talk about like some of the other people that you shouted out on the album. I think you had like a shout out to was it Rottweiler as well?
Rottweiler,
Just some
yeah.
stuff to do in the South Bay.
Yeah, I'm rocking the hat right now, yeah.
Yeah,
you go.
shouts out Rottweiler.
There's
out
a
David.
bunch of shout outs there that you were giving out to a lot of people. I think that's just a sign of respect that you're, you know.
Yeah, I
giving
think
out to
it's just
everyone.
people that are influential to me and help me get my shit off. All the people that contribute to just being a good homie to me, or, you know, like for instance, Rottweiler, like Dave is an older brother to me, and he's been showing me the ropes too, as far as just certain shit.
He's so knowledgeable in the fact that
Yeah.
he shares everything that he knows, and he wants to just do everything for the good of people. Like, like that's the type of people you should surround yourself.
Yeah, he's just a good guy, and he's I mean, his shit is ill. So I mean, I rock it all the time, and it's some of my favorite shit.
It's
So
real shit. Everybody, like, I seen it. Like, I go to the mall and I see people wearing that. I'm just like, oh shit, like estos cabrones.
yeah, I've been seeing it a lot. He'll always say like, dude, I love when someone flexes on me on my own shit, and they never know.
Don't even know.
Yeah, exactly. And that shit's funny, but yeah, I mean, as far as Rottweiler, South Bay, South Bay is just where we grew up. Like all of us grew up.
Yeah,
South
So I
Bay,
think-
shout out South Bay, everybody that doing their thing out there. Keep doing it.
Yeah.
Believe in yourself and just keep pushing.
I think it's a
'cause something's gonna
special
happen for
time
you.
right now because we have the most talent that we've ever had as far as
I
San
feel
Diego
like San
music.
Diego,
Definitely.
South Bay in general, in all aspects, is very creative, and we're creating a wave, and everybody's connecting to each other and coming up together. Like, everybody's not using each other, but collaborating and
They're
piggyback off each other. Yeah,
utilizing everyone's.
yeah, we're
strengths.
all using our resources because in one
resources.
way, everybody
Yeah.
can help each other grow. And it's like, people don't know that, dude, nothing gets done alone.
Yeah, we
No,
all
like,
play.
yeah.
I mean, we all play for the same team at the end of the day.
At the
Like,
end of the day,
Exactly.
we're here to put on our city and put, like, you know,
it's
anybody
just like
that wants
being
to represent.
It's just like being on a football team. Like,
There's a
you might
quarterback,
not
there's a wide receiver.
click with everybody, but you still respect their game. Like, they're still a good player. They're still a valuable
And
player.
then at the end of the day, the goal is to win
Exactly.
as a team, not individually.
So yeah, I mean, as far as just like Suave City, like we have a lot of key players, and
Yeah.
we got all stars on the team. So we're just gonna keep pushing
That's all we can
what
do.
we
bro.
do,
Keep
and
doing our
we
thing.
work well together as a squad. So I mean, as far as all the other people in San Diego, I think this is the most talented group as a whole that San Diego's ever had, as far as music, because there's just a lot of talent coming out right
And
now.
not just music, just a lot of, you know, different people that are, you know, coming up as far as, you know, it could be fashion, it could be music, it could be art, anything like that.
Yeah, it's a
I think
lot of talented
Yeah,
folks
yeah.
right now.
people you wouldn't have expected as well. You know, I feel everyone's growing into their own. You know, I think we talked about this in the first episode where you're here. You just said, you know, I'm still in the middle ground, still trying to get there. You know, if, you know, my next project's gonna be great, but the thing is, gonna have to work for more. And I
Yeah.
feel like everyone else is, you know, doing the same thing.
I think now is the time to just to do it. I mean, I want to drop. I want to drop again sooner than later. You know what I mean? But
But I feel like this time around, you already know what you're getting yourself into, and it's just
exactly.
like, ya sabes,
I
güey,
think
you know?
it'll be a little easier.
Yeah, yeah. It's like the other day I was listening to something on a podcast, and they were saying like, oh, once you make your first million, you think like, oh, it's gonna take this long again for me to make my next million.
Yeah,
Like,
you know the blueprint. It's just
Like doing it and staying
doing
consistent.
it, trying to stay creative, and trying to make that just new content that's just as fly as your last or even better.
And I think more than anything nowadays, like the people from the South Bay are coming up with things that are genuine and stuff that is
Yeah,
no cap.
it's true to just where we grew up and just the shit we ate. You know, food we ate, clothes we wore, things we did.
Yep. Yeah,
It's all
definitely,
congruent
definitely.
to the whole
Definitely.
wave. So I think a lot of people can relate to it, even people that don't know me. So
Definitely, yeah.
think that's fire.
and people that don't even know you that get to they'll learn so much from you from listening to this album. I
definitely,
Right.
definitely.
You know, that personal stuff.
Right.
I just feel like you can never stop telling your story because your story is always continuous, and
I
you're
mean, you
always
always
making new memories.
you always
you're
go through
doing
something
better.
new, whether it's good or bad. I mean, I'm trying to stay on a good track, but
Always.
you know, you always go through some new shit, and there's always something to talk about. And if you can transfer that creatively, I'm always do that shit. You
You know
know
what I mean? That's what I always like to say is like I try to transmit my energy through my words and what I say, and hope that somebody takes it for what it is, makes it their own, and goes out and do what they want to do. You know?
Exactly.
Because I
at the
try to
end
be
of
an open book in a way.
Yeah, and I'm just here to just, you know, provide my freaking tonto's ass point of view and myself that I don't give a fuck putting myself out there.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of people are like, maybe I shouldn't, maybe I should. Just go fucking do it. Just
Yeah.
go do it and do it some more and then keep
Just
doing it.
do it.
Yeah,
do
so
it.
I'm just getting closer and closer to just trying to hint out like my life story. I'm trying to get more, just be more honest and just mention more shit, man. That's what music's about. Like all my favorites talked exactly about their situations, their life, what they wore,
Their gains,
what they
their
eat,
struggles.
what they
Their
fucking
struggle.
everything.
Yeah.
It's like down to a T,
It's a poem.
and it's creativity too. It's like
How are you gonna deliver this story?
Exactly.
You know?
So
Yeah.
going off of that, then let's talk about the creative process as far as the album.
right.
How I know we just talked about how long, but how hard was it just to like, you know, grasp onto one song and just go with it? Was there a lot of stuff you had to fix? I mean, leading up to the release.
Yeah.
When did you finally finish everything?
I finally finished it like 2 weeks ago. So right now it's
Okay.
September 25th. We fully finished it because like mixing and mastering. That's the tedious part.
Yeah.
The creative process is fun, like, but mixing it down is the hard part. Mixing it to a T to where you want to make it presentable to other people, and like, cause you got to think like people are gonna play this in their car, in their AirPods. There's so many outlets of audio that you could, you know, stream the shit through. So
Definitely,
I mean,
yeah. And you can't fix it there on the spot for them.
yeah, and
know?
you car test it, you phone test it, you earphone test. Like I tested the shit out of my shit before
You put
I
it
put
out?
it. Yeah, because I mean, I want to make sure it sounds good in every.
You want everyone to have a good.
Like we were
experience with
playing it on our phone last night. The whole thing. We were smoking, played it off the phone. Like off the phone, it sounds great.
That's when you know it's
'Cause
an
we
album
can't-
because the music's actually fucking legit.
Yeah,
You know what I
and
mean?
Yeah, no, it's legit.
like I said
Legit.
before, Brady mixed 95 until he mixed down the whole
Shout out
shit.
95 to Tilt.
We went
Get
back
ready.
and forth, sent back versions. Like, do you like this one? Do you not? And he played a big role, and like he didn't get bent out of shape when I would say no.
And I remember you guys had that little scuffle back and forth when he.
I mean,
switched
it's
up
just
one up.
like a
But
thing like that, you know what I mean?
It
And,
happens. I mean, me and Marcos fucking disagree all the time.
Yeah, so it came with a lot of.
Most of the time, fuck you, dude.
Hey, fuck you, Marcos.
Hey, fuck that, bro. Then get out.
Hey, yo,
Hey, don't go.
When it comes, it's just being honest at the end of the day. And if the other person can't understand your point of view, then I mean,
You got to work towards it, you know.
Yeah.
And no matter what, like if we're both trying to get to the same goal, then okay, there's gonna be differences. You're not gonna agree, but at the end of the day, we got to in a way compromise and both get our ideas in place so that we can move forward together.
yeah. So I mean, we went through. I mean, most of the time it was all good, but sometimes it'd be like, nah, let's do this, but nah, let's do that.
Trial and error.
Yeah.
It's trial and error.
Trial and error.
So now that I've gone through the trial and error process, I feel like I could move forward with this formula that, you know.
Yeah, and the formula's cracked. Now you just reapply it everywhere. It's kinda
Exactly,
Like simple
so-
math, bro.
Yeah, I know how to move.
It's the quadratic formula,
Yeah,
bro. Just
right?
use the quadratic.
So
Yeah.
now I knew what all these days the Pythagorean theorem were like trying to fucking like teach us, you know, like yeah, all right, fuck, now I get it. Life.
One
So yeah,
album
bro. I
plus
mean,
two.
I think I got the formula down. I'm always gonna learn some new shit. There's always something to learn.
There's always more math.
There's always something to learn as far as recording music comes, and
So I want to get into a little thing. I'm gonna go through the whole song list, and every song I just want one word that comes to mind of that song. all right?
yeah, let's do it.
All right. So start from the top. Sex is a weapon.
Heart,
WhatsApp.
fun,
Touchdown dance.
positive,
Splash Bros.
fly,
90s baby.
old school,
Show off.
for the women.
Peas and some Jordans.
Shit, that one, greatness,
$100 bills.
spooky.
Spooky season.
It's
Spooky
fly-
season.
spooky
Hey,
fly shit.
who you about to ghost?
A lot of people. Nah,
Energy.
What?
Pink Panther.
shit talking.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say that. Cover girl.
Tropical.
Timeline. Love skit.
Lovable. That shit, you know.
Till I die.
Till I die. You said it.
Hasta la muerte, baby.
Yeah, till I die.
Oh shit. Hey, so Sauceline has been a big part of your whole production, your whole story, your whole fucking journey.
Past guest,
aka ha ha ha.
Shout out.
What does he mean to you, and what influence has he had on you doing this album?
He means a lot. I mean, he's my brother, just like you guys are. He's helped me work a lot. He's helped me work a lot on just getting my shit sounding good. Trial and error, same thing. You know, having disagreements, having great moments.
Yeah.
We have different voices, so we use different.
But you guys complement each other.
Right. We use different presets on our voice, but he's helped me learn how to record it.
Right.
What to use, what not to use, and he's just helping me move, man. And I'm helping him move. It's like it's a back and forth thing.
I help you, you help me. It's a piggyback. I piggyback.
Exactly. We put each other on game all the time. So
that's how it has to be, bro.
That's my brother,
team.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's how I feel about Marcos.
He's a vital part to what I do. To this album, he recorded. I think it was 6 songs on here. He helped me record. So yeah, man, he's a huge part of what I do.
So, I mean, I got this question from the post I made, right?
Yeah.
And it was, mi mamá me pega con la chancla.
Yeah,
How
bro.
was that, bro?
She used to whip my ass, bro. My mom.
I used to be. Were you like, hey, fuck it, I'm gonna just take it, or were you one of those that got close, or were you one of those?
Nah,
that
I'd be those kids. Yeah, I'd be those kids.
That's how I was.
I used to like juke out my mom and shit.
Like psych.
Yeah, like she couldn't get me sometimes. I would hit her with the swim move and shit, and she tried to hunt me down. But at the end of the day, she would just fucking.
You'd get yours.
Yeah, she'd get me.
Saying,
but
bro.
most of the time, I was able to evade her in the ass whoopings because I mean she was. Single mom, you gotta whip somebody's ass,
bro.
Man.
She's mom and dad, bro. I know how that is.
You feel me?
Fuck yeah, bro.
Single mamas, man. Shout out all the single moms out there too.
Shout out all single moms. Shout out all the moms that are hustling on their
whipping
own,
ass.
You know, just trying to raise a boy. Shout
yeah.
out to that.
yeah. Trying to raise a boy, man. That's just crazy.
Yeah, it really is, bro. And that shit made me cry. Hold on.
I saw you shed a tear earlier,
dude, bro. Like I'm telling you, that song just fucking takes me in my feels, bro. 100%. Because I put myself in those shoes. Because I've been in those shoes, you know,
right,
so it's like,
it's just you know like, exactly what I'm talking about.
Bro,
a lot of people will do.
Yeah.
A lot of people will because a lot of people have
the same
single mom
and the moral of that idea is there. You can apply it to whatever situation fits you. You know what I mean? Like, and it just hits home, bro. Like, no hay otra manera de decirlo, güey.
Yeah, so. That shit was funny though. I had to throw that in there. I thought at first I was like, this might be corny, but I was like, nah, fuck it, I'm keeping it in there. Like, that's what happened.
But sometimes, like, even what you think is corny, like a lot of other people won't. You know, like.
Yeah, I mean that's just me being critical on myself.
Always.
At the same, I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna leave that in there. Yeah, fuck it.
So peas and some Jordans, bro. I got another question on this one.
Right.
How do you focus with distractions? Because it's like.
How do I focus? Oh man,
you know, hey, because it's like you said what did you say?
He said something, bro. It was
focus. Fuck the focus. I want the Porsche.
Fuck the Focus. I want the Porsche. Well, I'm talking about a Ford Focus. Like I don't want the Ford Focus. I want the fucking Porsche.
Okay, and that's what I meant. Well, now we dissect that. Now we dissect that because I was over here like thinking.
Did not get that.
I said focus because I'm always trying to focus. I'm fucking ADD.
The first line.
Had to cut these bitches just to focus. Fuck the Focus. I want the Porsche.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh shit, Ford Focus. What do you got against those, bro? They're reliable in gas. They got Apple Play. They got Apple Play. They're safe.
Also, just what I'm saying in that song is like, I mean, being a young man and having a lot of fun, and I mean, just being a good guy, like being good at what I do. Having friends, having handsome ass friends, we're just all
my niggas cute.
You know, so I mean,
yo, I'm gonna save that one. I'm gonna post it for you.
So that
hey, Hav is very quiet in the background. Like I'm not even going on there.
So I mean, there's a lot of distractions out there, and it's just a matter of trying to make them like
the least
small,
of the distractions. Like I get
hard.
distracted by this.
I have a lot of fun, put it that way. But
I mean, we all do, bro. That's what we're best at, just having fun and enjoying life.
Yeah, I enjoy life.
If I could get paid for that, shit, bro.
If I could get paid to be me,
that's the goal, bro. Get paid to just be me every day.
That's my everyday goal.
Everyday goal, bro. Just get paid to be me.
Yeah, and I'm having a lot of fun. But as far as the distractions go, I'm trying to limit them. But I'm a young man at the end of the day, and I'm still having fun.
Yo, no, definitely. And I feel like distractions are going to be everywhere, no matter where you go, how you go, or what you do, bro.
They'll
like,
only get bigger as we grow. You know what I mean?
And the thing is that we got to be stronger to fucking just pick and choose our battles to know where we want to get distracted, because some distractions won't take you down the road.
And I think I'm pretty good at picking my battles.
You definitely are.
I know when to act a fool and when not to. So I think I do a good job about that kind of shit.
Yeah, no doubt. I agree, 100%.
Yeah.
$100 feels, bro.
Yeah.
Did you really have 2 bitches on top of you?
Cause I got 2 bitches on top of me. Yeah, man. On top of my on my helmet. You know what I mean? Like, got to keep the balance, bro.
Nah, hey, this song was actually like, one of the songs that you actually opened up a lot into as well. What was your meaning behind that, and what was your influence?
Opened up as far as what? Like, what do you mean?
Like $100 feels like I felt like you were just like, you know what? Like, I'm doing this for the vibe of myself, and honestly, the people that fuck with me, I huevo, and the people that don't, like, hey, like, I'm not here to fuck with you.
Yeah, like my opening line is, you cannot clone me.
That's what I mean. Like,
I'm not the homie. Like, so in a way, I'm saying, like, you can't make me, like, you can't define me, and I'm just not the homie. I got my brothers, man. That's all I need. But I'm always open to meeting new people and like fucking with them. But
we're all chameleons.
I think I'm pretty like, I don't really let people in as easy.
Yeah.
But if I feel the right vibe with you, then I'll ride with you. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, that was just some shit that we made on the spot. Another record me and Sauce made on the spot. We did it right then, right there, and that's just what I was feeling like. $100 feels. That's how I felt, because it was a fun record, and I felt like $100 like when I did that shit. So
would you consider yourself the type that you can make a beat, like you can make a song about anything, or do you have to feel something in order for you to actually go and make it?
I have to feel the beat has to be like fire, and it has to bring it out of me. Like, I can't just like,
hey, I'm gonna rap about this certain subject.
I could do it, but it has to more so, the beat has to bring those words out of me. And I think I shout out all my producers, because they make fire shit that brings out the fucking words. You know what I mean? It's pretty easy.
So when you're dissecting a beat and everything, like, what exactly are you looking in a beat? What's a good beat to you?
Shit, there's a lot of things. Just because I like so many genres of shit, I gravitate to a lot of shit. So just if it's fire, if it's well done, if it has like a sample that I like or a sample that I don't know of, it's funky, it's dope. If it's just hard, like, I just like that kind of shit. Everything.
Yeah, I know you could take it back from the 70s. Michael Jackson.
Yeah, Michael Jackson's huge. So 90s Baby is a record I really love, because I like to say I was on my Bruno Mars shit on that note. You know what I mean? So.
Hey, and talk about your branding. You got a few projects coming out with some clothes and stuff like that.
Yeah, so I'm dropping just some new shirts. I got some little surprises coming out. Right here we got a vinyl.
Open it up and check out.
Yeah, right here we got a vinyl. Shout out to my dear friend of mine.
My very dear.
She made this, or she got this made for me. But yeah, I want to dive into some shit like this. It's a whole vinyl cover.
That shit's fire.
As you can see, it's got the track list on the back. It's real clean. I might do a limited run of these.
You should. That shit's fire.
Just for like the true fucking people that fuck with me.
Hey, you ever thought about opening up a like a Shopify store, Jimmy Panthers?
Like an online store? Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. I think I'm hinting that out with my Instagram. I made an Instagram called Jimmy Panthers.
And I didn't get followed, so I'm like,
that's fuck you, homie.
Yeah. That's right. That's saying, bro.
Fuck all y'all. Nah.
Fuck that shit, bro. This shit's getting no promotion. We're done.
Do this
hey, close this shit down. We're done here,
right,
bro.
I wasn't even recording, bro. We're fine.
All right, just to that question, I was like, bro, if he fucking says he's gonna follow me back,
nah, but yeah, I mean, I'm starting to hint out, because I mean, I've always loved fashion. I've always loved the clothing game, and I just want to do it organically, like the homie Seabass said on the last episode.
Just about to fucking bring
he didn't
that up,
force nothing. It's just like the music. Like, I didn't force any music to happen.
It just happens.
It just happens organically.
And like what I was telling him, a lot of people always try to sit down and figure their shit out. Like, and I'm like, that's a great idea, but like
you can't scheme it. You can't scheme too hard. You gotta have an idea
and just let it ride. Go out about your life, start doing your things, move the way that you gotta move, and little by little, if you really want it, you're gonna start gravitating towards that.
Yeah.
And like, you're gonna start attracting the right people, the right ideas, the right fucking like moves, and all of a sudden you're gonna be like, I think I know how I need to move.
Yeah, bro, that's
and it's like,
it's just a game of trial and error and just being organic and natural.
That, you got to keep trying shit. Keep trying shit.
Oh yeah, you got to
keep trying. Shoot your fucking shot everywhere, and then fucking eventually you're gonna be like, I'm good at this shot. This shot's my shot.
Yeah, bam, and I think I have great taste. So I mean, I think the merch and clothing and the threads that I'll come out with you know, slowly but surely, I think a lot of people's gonna fuck with it.
Yeah, no, definitely. I seen the pictures that you showed me right now, guys.
Yeah, those pictures.
I'm not capping right now.
Yeah, they're
fire.
clean. It's just clean shit.
I already pre-ordered 27 to sell them.
He's gonna you're gonna flip them in TJ or something.
Flip them in TJ.
Take them on the European
Jimmy
tour.
Panther, yeah, bro. Honestly, I just got the call from the manager.
Wait till we go to London.
Wait till we go to England.
Let's get it.
You already knew that's been a fucking mission.
Is it London and England?
Well, yeah, just in general.
Oh, okay. Just make it.
Yeah, we can explore.
Yeah, bro. He said London. I fucking opened it up to the whole England, bro. This was a fucking asshole, bro. Hey, fucking put your mic down right now, bro. Honestly, take a 10-second breather and then come back. And you can do mine, huh?
Hey, y'all gotta sort it out over here, bro.
Bro.
Fool, I cannot stand him. Just can't, bro.
Yo, I keep tapping because I think you're doing.
Yo.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, never mind. Never mind.
You want to step outside?
Just go.
All right, bro. So we're gonna get into the lightning round.
Let's get it.
Hey,
Some questions.
The third one is yours.
Yeah, no, that one's mine.
All right,
3-3-3, baby.
I just didn't know what to write. So.
I seen 3 threes.
So what's the lightning round? Explain that a
So
little
the
bit.
lightning round right here, we're gonna get hit.
So a lot of things changed since the last time you were on.
So
here,
last time we didn't have no lightning round. Javi didn't have no lightning round.
Did you?
No, he didn't.
Nah,
It was
no
AJ, like
lightning
you said.
round.
So the lightning round is a series of questions.
Okay.
Where I personally myself
Some quick
have not
questions.
seen them. He makes them up as long as we go with the
So you haven't seen them yet?
I have no idea
All right,
what's going
let's
on
do
here.
it.
So it's like, you know, whatever he says, I'm kind of sometimes
Yeah,
reading
let's
it
do
like,
it.
I'm like, wait, what?
I hope there's some shit on here. Let's get into it.
Yeah, we'll see. It's just to trick you up.
Look, hey,
So is the key to like answer them quick?
thumbs
That's
fly.
all. That's the key. But the thing is, you'll answer it, and Brian will start like talking about random
Hey,
shit.
all right,
So
bet.
it never happens. It never happens.
This is thumb flight.
Thumb flight?
Thumb super flight.
Yeah,
Oh, is that what we're doing?
flight.
Is that what we're doing now?
Shut up.
Spell T with the TH. With thumb flight. Let's get into it.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
All right. So if you were to buy a yacht, what would you call it?
Jimmy Panthers.
Hey. What fortune would you want to get from a fortune cookie? Who the fuck farted?
I mean,
What
Damn,
fortune would I
bro.
want to get?
Yeah.
Like you are kind and loved by many.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, man.
Sure, in bed. All right.
I've gotten that one before, so I'll fuck with that one.
So, when did you decide to have your first threesome after the 33 that you've had?
My first threesome after the 33 that I've had?
Yes.
What made me decide to have the
What
first?
made you decide to have the first one?
Just trying to scratch it off my bucket list, you feel me?
33 times?
Not 33 times, but I did pay the 33 days of dues. So, you know,
oh, there we go.
Oh, that's what we're doing, huh?
Interesting.
that's a random ass question, but all right.
Marcos, what the fuck,
Sure.
bro?
I said the third question. I said the third question was his question.
Yeah, blame it on me to make it seem like I was the one that- I told you, I don't look at these.
33 threesomes in 3 days?
Hey, how do you
Did
like
that.
your steak cooked?
Medium rare.
Nice.
Leave a little, you know.
Little pink?
Yeah, man, I like to cut into it.
You like blood?
Man,
Sometimes it fucking like
a little bit.
medium rare.
A tiny bit, a tiny bit, yeah.
Jeez. Hey, what is better, being organized or paying attention to detail?
I think paying attention to detail, because if you pay attention to detail, you can be organized.
Ooh.
You feel me?
Yeah, no, that's good. Yeah, this guy knows what he's talking about.
Why are you covering,
Yeah.
Why are you covering your face?
Why are you covering your face? My face is down here, bro. Chill, bro. Can you see the camera? Hey, when was the last time you laughed out loud and why?
Probably like fucking right before we started. Because we're
Like
just
every
some-
other second that we fucking like just talk.
yeah, but yeah, we're funny motherfuckers,
Who
man.
makes these questions? Hey, Nike or Adidas?
I'm gonna have to go with Adidas
Nice.
just because it's more OG. I think.
Hey, yo. Show your feet though.
I got Jordans on. These aren't Nike.
Get that.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
what
so
I
you're
thought.
just calling people out or what, bro?
That's why I asked.
Jeez.
These are Jordans.
Fill in the blank. Taylor Swift is?
Irrelevant until Kanye made her a little more relevant. Shout out to white girls though. I fuck with y'all.
Hey, why can't we tickle ourselves?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Marcos?
Yeah, y'all are sus, man. What's going on? No, I'm joking.
Would you want to live forever?
No,
Why not?
I think it's just a balance of life.
But do you honestly?
But I'm gonna live forever because my music's gonna be out forever.
Fuck, just took the words out of my mouth. Oh shit, my bad, bro.
As far as a life though, I think there should be a cycle, man. No one should be immortal.
Hey, so if you could ask a good one question, what would it be?
God.
If you could ask God one question, what would it be?
Damn, you fucked me up.
I've been talking to God like he's my therapist.
Yeah, well, how far are we gonna take this? You know,
Anywhere, bro. Sky's the limit.
exactly. Only God knows.
Es todo. How many redheads are you friends with?
I don't know, bro. Maybe one. Shout out to homie White Will.
Don't look at him in the eyes, bro. Gingers take your fucking soul. Just kidding.
Yeah, nah, that's the homie though. I don't know if is he a redhead?
Nah, I don't think so.
He's the closest thing I know to a redhead. Shout out to homie White Will. Rare individual.
Alright. What's the capital of New York?
Albany.
Dude.
Damn, this guy.
I know my shit.
Yeah, bro.
I went to school. I got good grades.
Bro, geography, bitch.
I know my shit.
If you could push a button and make everyone in the world 7% happier, but it would also place a worldwide ban on all styling products, would you push it? So my nigga, you making everybody fucking
I'll
like
push the button.
Push the fucking button. Fuck their hairs. Javi, what do you think about that?
It's a lot of miserable people in this world, so I'd push that button.
That's so for you, bro.
I'd push that button.
I'll go fucking bald, bro. Fuck it.
I push it.
I push it to the limit. Alright, hey, my name is Blank.
My name is Jip.
And I get my energy from?
My name is Sebastian, aka SebbyOg, and I get my energy from my family and all my great people in my life.
There it is, guys. Thank you for tuning in to Sebastian's debut album, Jimmy Panthers.
Jimmy Panthers is out right now.
Everywhere. Go listen to it. Thank you for everybody that's tuning in. Everybody support. Make sure you go like us on Instagram. Go like us on everywhere. Subscribe on YouTube. And just let everybody know because, yo,
keep spreading the movement. I really appreciate everybody tuning in, sharing it, sending me great messages like I like this song, I like that one. Everybody has their own favorite song. I'm really appreciative of just everybody tuning in. And keep spreading it to the world. I'm going to keep pushing it all for the rest of the year. So thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen,
love y'all,
you've
man.
heard it here. SebbyOg, Jimmy Panthers. Jimmy Panthers out now. Make sure you go check it out.
Out now.
Energy Podcast. We out, baby.
Jimmy Panthers out. Spotify, Apple, all that shit.
Everywhere. Run that shit real
quick.
Love you,
bro.
Love you too, man. Thank you for coming by.
Peace out,
silent
family.
cabrones.
I gotta stay
All right.